Hello, everyone, and welcome to the very first episode of my podcast with its brand new name. Yep. Starting today, January 30th, 2024, GRUFFtalk How to Age Better podcast has officially been renamed to Age Better with Barbara Hannah Grufferman. And in a minute, I'll tell you why. Stay tuned. So GRUFFtalk How to Age Better launched in mid-2022, and after close to 100 episodes, lots and lots of terrific interviews with some of the country's leading experts who focus on health, fitness, sex, relationships, career, money, nutrition, and so much more, this podcast is now in the top 5% of all podcasts from around the world. Oh my gosh. According to ListenNotes. I am super duper proud of its success. And I thank all of you for helping the podcast and me to get there. But some of you may be wondering, so why the name change? And that's a darn good question. The simple answer is that Age Better is so much more to the point of what the podcast is all about. And to be perfectly honest, the older I get, the more I want to pare back and simplify everything in my life so there's more clarity in everything I do. So it was a rather simple decision to transition to Age Better with Barbara Hannah Grufferman. But for just a moment, I also want to go back in time to when I turned 50. Remember those days? Oh yeah. Oh wow. What a time that was. I was definitely in the umpy stage of my life. Having just gone through menopause, I started to put on a few postmenopausal pounds, causing me to feel lumpy, frumpy, and grumpy about the whole thing. Yep, the umpy stage. Sound familiar? One word summed up my feelings back then: panic. It felt like a seismic shift in my life, and I knew that things would never be the same again. Change was definitely happening in every part of my life, and I just wasn't ready. It was at that moment I realized I had two choices before me. I could either retreat, put that proverbial blanket over my head, hide from the inevitable fact that I was getting older, live in denial, miss out on all that life had to offer, and well, kind of just stay there. Or I could put myself on a different path. One that involved doing the research, connecting with the best experts, getting the right information, and ultimately embracing my age and loving my age so that I could age better. Guess which path I chose, everyone? Yeah, you know which one I chose. You got it. I decided to embark on a journey to understand and navigate this new stage of life. And that's when I began writing books that would go on to win awards. Yay! Focusing on how to age better. Writing these books have been my way of sharing the valuable knowledge and insights I was gaining on my own personal journey. But here's the thing, everyone. Writing a few books on the subject doesn't mean I have all the answers. Oh my God, not even close. Aging is a continuous process, and our bodies and lives are in a constant state of change and evolution. And that's why I talk a lot about reassessing and tweaking on a regular basis, certainly every couple of years. What worked for you at 40 may not be working for you at 50, and so on and so on. I know that personally, when I entered my 60s, I'm 67 now, I knew it was time for a major reassessment and some specific tweaking to make sure my body was being nourished properly and that I was keeping it strong and fit. And that's why it's essential to stay curious, ask questions, and seek guidance from experts as we navigate the unique challenges and opportunities that come with each passing year. And that's where the Age Better podcast really comes into play. I've always had questions, and I know you do too. So together, we'll embark on a journey to explore all the ways that we can feel better, look better, live better, and age better. Money, work, health, fitness, style, makeup, hair, eating, travel, sex, relationships, and so much more. These are the topics we'll dive into. Each week, I'll bring you the latest insights, expert opinions, and actionable advice to help us all age better together, just as I've been doing for almost 2 years with GRUFFtalk. It's not just about gracefully growing older. It's about thriving, embracing change, being proactive, and celebrating life every single day, no matter what. And while there are some writers and podcast hosts who focus on a single aspect of aging, like fitness or nutrition or makeup, I have always taken the more holistic approach, covering literally every aspect of life that is important to all of us. And you all know that a good lipstick is just as important to me as going out for a nice long run, right? Age Better Podcast is modern, vibrant, and focused on empowering you with the tools you want and you need. It's all about taking control of how you age and making the most of your life every single day, whatever age you are. Whether you're 45, 50, 60, 70, or older, I will deliver the information you want and need to age better. After writing my first book in 2010, God, that was so long ago, and connecting with so many of you on social media through my talks around the country, appearances on television, radio shows, and other podcasts, I realized pretty quickly that building a community and sticking together so we can learn from each other is one of the most important keys to aging better. So that's why I want you to hold my hand on this incredible journey, because it will be so much more fun if we continue to stick together. Let's explore new ideas, challenge old beliefs and myths, and inspire each other to not just embrace, but love our bodies, minds, and spirits with each passing year. But here's the thing, everyone. To truly embark on this adventure together, you have to choose to listen to the episodes. And to make sure you never miss an episode, you've got to hit that subscribe or follow button for the Age Better with Barbara Hannah Grufferman podcast. You can find it wherever you listen to podcasts, like Apple Podcasts or Spotify or iHeart. And you can also watch the episodes on YouTube. If you prefer watching instead of just listening, great. So many episodes have been created because of your questions, so please keep them coming. Send your ideas for topics and guests to me at agebetterpodcast@gmail.com. Lastly, stay tuned for a new monthly newsletter called Age Better Newsletter, which will give you a roundup of everything you need to know to age better. New research, links to articles you may have missed, and of course, links to the Age Better podcast. Thank you so much for being a part of the Age Better community and for joining me on this journey to age better. Together, we'll navigate this sometimes confusing, yet amazing time of our lives with a sense of wonder, fun, joy, and openness. Thanks for listening. Talk to you soon. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. If you enjoyed this episode of Age Better Podcast, please do a few things. First, share it with all your friends and family. Then, subscribe to Age Better wherever you listen to podcasts, including YouTube, so you never miss a single episode. Finally, if you have ideas for topics you want me to cover in a future episode of Age Better, send an email to agebetterpodcast@gmail.com or reach out to me on social media. Until next time, remember this. We can't control getting older, but we can control how we do it. Talk to you soon. Age Better Podcast is a proud member of the Sound Advice Network. Sound Advice, women's voices amplified.